Well, hello everyone. Welcome to week 3 of Cell Core's Phase 2 Parasite Detox. And today we're going to dive deep into how to do parasite prevention. So hopefully this will give you the top tools to use especially when traveling, because that's what I like to know. First, we're going to start out with just checking in. How is everybody feeling and doing? I'm going to be reiterating this again. Remember, if you are having any of these symptoms on this slide, please reach out to us because we want to help you. Remember, there's a difference between symptoms of not draining properly versus parasite die-off symptoms. Parasite die-off symptoms should only be lasting for a short time, and then you should be feeling better after you pass parasites. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you of that. Let's keep going. Over half of the world's population has a parasite infection. I do have a lot of people say to me, America is not a third world country. Why are why are parasites showing up? Could be showing up in the labs, could be showing up in muscle testing. Well, the truth of the matter is that parasites are everywhere. We can get them from many things, and it is super important to detox parasites or even be doing like a full moon protocol for parasites in order to prevent from an imbalance in the gut. So parasites range from microscopic amoebas to foot-long tapeworms. I've actually seen pictures of this. There was one guy who had like literally from his shoulder all the way down to the floor. You guys, it was a nasty picture, but that's how long a tapeworm can be. And Western countries are not immune. I just said that, right? America is not immune to this. We have parasites here. We have all kinds of pathogens, just like the other countries. It is common here. How do they spread? Blood transfusions, contact with pets, fleas, ticks, insects, those things can carry parasites. Skin exposure to contaminated ground and contaminated water, that's probably very common. Either drinking the water, bathing in the water. You think about like even here in America where we go swimming in the lakes. That's a common place where we can pick up parasites. Prevention is key. Just understanding that there's small and there's large. Wherever you go or whatever you do, there's always risk, right? But we have to live our lives. Like we have to live. And so we're learning how to prevent so that we can live the best life possible. We can feel good, but yet we can enjoy life. Avoid high-risk foods. These would be anything that's going to feed parasites would be sugar. Sugar is your top one, so foods that convert to sugar. And raw fish. Those are high-risk foods. Anything with these, we obviously want to use anti-parasitic foods, which would be the opposite of sugar would be your greens, your red vegetables, protein intake. Those are the things that we need to do. Good fats. Those are all going to be anti-parasitic foods. Supplements that help to get rid of parasites. The other thing I want you to think about is a lot of people have upper digestive issues. So if you've been on a PPI, meaning an antacid prescription for a long time, what happens is that is going to disrupt your stomach pH. When that stomach pH is disrupted, you do not have enough hydrochloric acid to break down food. Then what happens is you are not killing anything, any parasites, any bacteria, any viruses. Your stomach is not killing those things. When we eat food, our stomach is supposed to take care of any pathogens that come along with that food. Upper digestion is key. If you've been on a PPI for a long time, I'm going to reiterate again, you need to get off and figure out how to fix your upper digestion. If you do not know how to do that, please reach out to me. I would love to help you. But that has to be key because if you're not, that is happening, your stomach acid is not working properly, and then you're going to be more susceptible to infections. The last one where it says taking precaution when traveling, this is a big one that I've actually added in the last couple of years. When I'm especially going out of the country, I will take Para-2 with me. Para-2 is your traveling companion. Para-2, you want to take that and your binder with you when you go into another country, plus upper digestion. Don't forget upper digestion. If you need some help with that, we've got some great supplements to help you with that as well. Always take upper digestion with you when you travel. Okay, 3 main types of parasites. So there are blood-sucking, kind of gross, right? That's mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, lice, mites. Protozoa, that's transmitted through fecal matter, blood, insect bites. Helminths, these are the flatworms, the tapeworms, the roundworms, those kinds of things. 8 common parasites. We have flatworms. Usually, originally, they affect the bladder, the GI tract, the kidneys, the liver, the lungs. Flukes, that is liver, intestines, and lungs. Usually when you're on your advanced TUCA, you might see some flukes. Remember, they look more like undigested lettuce. Hookworms, these will cause anemia. Remember, if I haven't said this before, parasites eat iron. So if you do an iron panel and it comes back low iron, low ferritin, you probably more than likely have a parasite issue because they will eat iron. They will cause fatigue. They will cause stomach pain. Pinworms cause itching, mood issues, GI upsets, roundworms. Those can be long ones. And then those are often seen in cleanses. Yes, ropeworms, roundworms, they lay a lot of eggs daily. So a lot of times it's good to pulse dose. Like if you're going to use a wormwood, it's good to pulse dose. And what I mean by that is like you take the wormwood 4 days, take a break for 5 days, because what's happening is they're laying eggs. So you want to make sure you're getting the mother and the eggs. So you pulse dose. And that's very, very effective. Tapeworms, again, those can be really, really super long. I have seen a picture of a couple of those. They do cause people to lose weight as well with tapeworms. Whipworms, these are found in contaminated soil, food. They will cause nausea and weight loss as well. Okay, we kind of talked about this already, how we get tapeworms. Remember just to watch your food, watch your water, especially when you're traveling abroad. Make sure you're getting bottled water. Make sure it's clean, or you're taking a really good filtered water system with you. This is actually a common thing as well. Some people are more susceptible to parasites than other people. I'm going to use myself for an example. I did have Lyme disease probably about 10 to 12 years ago. Anytime there's Lyme involved, you always have parasites involved. So for me, the Lyme weakened my immune system. And so it was a game changer for me to go in and actually clean up parasites, because I was so fatigued and tired and couldn't sleep and all the things that go with it, stressed out. So some people have more weakened immune system than others. And this actually goes back to your constitutional. When I say constitutional, I just mean everybody is different with DNA. Some people, my husband, for instance, he has a great immune system. He hardly ever gets sick. And I don't have that. I don't have a very strong immune system. So you could have a strong constitutional. You could have a weakened constitutional. Poor gut and health and diet. Gut health is key. Our gut is our immune system. And I talked to you about like the little castles with your small intestine, right? They can't have any kind of separation because toxins are going to spread into the bloodstream. Then you're going to get really inflamed. So I talked about high sugar, processed foods. Those all go along with why people are more vulnerable to parasites. High risk environments would be like, what's a good example? If you're a pig farmer and you're working with pigs every single day, that would be a high risk environment. All right. Overlooked symptoms of parasite. Remember, parasites can go back to digestive issues, bloating, IBS. Leaky gut is, again, that those walls are separating. Fatigue, poor sleep, allergies. Parasites cause allergies all the time. It's the basic underlying reason why people get allergies. Brain fog, anxiety, depression, stress, anemia. We talked about that. Joint pain, frequent infections, parasites. Remember, I think I did talk about this. They're a sponge for other toxins. That's why the frequent infections are there. You could be hungry all the time, or you could not be hungry. It can go either way with appetite. So foods that carry parasites: undercooked meat and fish, pork, trout, cod, salmon. So I would put in sushi with this. Sushi, uncooked, unwashed produce. I always wash my produce with apple cider vinegar, or hydrogen peroxide works pretty good too. So you want to soak your vegetables and fruit really, really well. Unpasteurized dairy, and raw and uncooked seafood. I just talked about that. So foods and herbs. Garlic and onions are great for an anti-parasitic properties. Garlic is Mother Nature's antibiotic. So those two are going to be great to rid the gut of parasites. Pumpkin and papaya seeds, those actually expel parasites naturally. Apple cider vinegar really does a great job of supporting upper digestion and the gut as a whole. So it's going to acidify the gut, help fight off any pathogens. Pomegranates and berries, those are rich in antioxidants. Those are great. Olive oil is great. Make sure you're getting good olive oil. That supports the immune system. That's also really good fat. Herbal supplements: Mimosa pudica. This is Para 1. That's the single ingredient in Para 1. And then black walnut, wormwood. Those are all really, really great to use. Steps to protect yourself. Remember to avoiding contaminated water. I recommend getting an RO unit or a distiller. Those are the best ways to get good, clean water and drink it daily. Wash all your produce. We talked about that. Using herbs and foods to fight parasites. Supporting your gut health. Remember to add in the ACV. It's great. It's a great thing to do. And it's easy and it's cheap. Again, being cautious of when you're traveling, especially in another country. Take your Para 2 with, and your binder and your upper digestion support. I think that is all that I wanted to talk to you today, just more in depth about parasites and what to look for, how to protect yourself. If you guys have any questions, I would love to help you. You can just ask me on Practice Better. We will get back to you as soon as we can. If you have any questions on upper digestion, please reach out to me. I would love to help you with that as well. If you've been on a PPI for years, it's time to get off. I promise you, you are not absorbing your minerals or your vitamins like you should, and you're going to be more prone to infections. Thank you. We will talk to you later.